Hello, welcome to Gospel Faith Television UK. Today's topic is going to be Keir Starmer resigns. So Keir Starmer is actually the ex-Prime Minister, previous Prime Minister of England. But obviously he resigned. And I just wanted to talk about this because Keir Starmer was such a great gentleman. And obviously Keir Starmer, he cared about the general public. So it's important to put all the great works and the accomplishments of Keir Starmer into perspective. It's good to interact and let the general public know that or understand that Keir Starmer was a great Prime Minister for England. I personally will miss the great messages of Keir Starmer. I will miss also how this unique gentleman always addressed the English general public with respect and gratitude. So I learned a lot from being a student of Keir Starmer also. But don't forget, the topic for today is Keir Starmer, the ex-English Prime Minister, resigns. First and foremost, before I go into this topic, I would like to give you a clear and valid definition of what resign means. I found it in the dictionary, and it says to resign means to formally or voluntarily give up a job or a position or an official role. It is often done by submitting a written notice to an organization. So that means if you want to resign, you are basically giving up a position that you're in, you're leaving the job that is yours for someone else to come and acquire that position. Keir Starmer himself, as an individual, like I said initially, and I said previously and earlier, Keir Starmer himself is a great speaker. So Keir Starmer, when I listen to him, just like his fellow prime ministers that have been there before him, he speaks eloquently and he also speaks English with clarity. So basically, Keir Starmer is an individual that knows how to engage with his audiences for their benefits and growth mentally as well. Having said that, Keir Starmer, like I said, is a great speaker and he's a great leader. Because as far as I'm concerned, Keir Starmer helped move Britain forward. He helped move England forward with his objectives, with his leadership. unique skills. In the end, from when he began to the day of his resignation, Keir Starmer ticked probably 98% of the England, Britain, general public boxes. Keir Starmer had the best of interest for Britain. And that's how a leader should be. That's how a leader should come across. A leader should set good examples. A leader should be able to give the general public a means of aspirations. A leader should be able to give the general public or the country in its entirety inspiration. So, as far as I'm concerned, Keir Starmer was not only a good communicator, but he was a good educator as well. Because, in his policies, he actually showed England and Britain how to move forward. Keir Starmer, obviously, will be missed. I'll miss him. At first, when Keir Starmer was nominated as the Prime Minister of England, I did not know what to expect. I thought he was just going to be like any other Prime Minister that comes in and just speaks and leaves, get off the desk and probably waffle. But Keir Starmer's not like that. Keir Starmer spoke with integrity. Keir Starmer spoke with a lot of integrity. And obviously, he cared and believed in the advancement of Great Britain. So Keir Starmer is a public figure that always represented England well. A true ambassador of politics, and England and Britain also. He represented England well. So the English will look at Keir Starmer and they will say, we're proud that this man is our leader. We're proud that this man was our leader. So when you go into the archives, or when you go into the records, or when you go into the history of England and their leaders, when it gets to the turn of Keir Starmer, you will see that the English public, general public, were proud of him as an individual because he did an amazing job. But God told me that one of Keir Starmer's downfalls as a leader that led to his resignation was when he banned Kanye West from being able to enter into that's the picture. To be able to enter into Britain and perform at the Wireless Festival. I think that's Kanye West at the Wireless Festival in 2014. But God said to me, one of Keir Starmer's downfalls was when he didn't let Kanye West come into the UK and come and perform at the Wireless Festival, where there was going to be 70,000 people waiting for Kanye West. Yeah, Keir Starmer did ban Kanye West from coming into the UK. And God told me that was one of the reasons that led to the resignation of Keir Starmer as an England Prime Minister. Because when Keir Starmer banned Kanye West from entering into the UK, yeah, it meant that Keir Starmer himself, he lost a lot of followers in Britain and around the world because a lot of people, fans, were eager and enthusiastic to get to that wireless music festival. But they were disappointed, obviously, when Keir Starmer banned Kanye West from the UK and performing in the festival, wireless festival, which would have had 70,000 fans. So actually, God was fighting for Kanye West. Believe it or not. God was fighting for Kanye West. God was basically fighting for Kanye West. And you know, when God's fighting for a person or an individual, God's never going to lose. And part of this has led to Keir Starmer resigning as the England Prime Minister. I'm sure you may not understand what I'm saying fully, but like, I'm a messenger of God. I'm only bringing it to you, the information, as God gives it to me. So all Kanye West fans all over the world were disappointed when Keir Starmer banned him from the UK. I mean, Keir Starmer had different options. He could have said also that Kanye West can come and perform in the UK, but don't perform that Hitler song. That's it. And no one would even take notice about anything. Because that Kanye West Hitler song, Kanye West wasn't aiming that song at England. It's just a song that he was singing. He wasn't aimed at England. So I'm saying Keir Starmer could have said, Kanye West can still perform in the UK, but don't perform that song. And not people just come to the festival, wireless, 70,000 people, and enjoy themselves. And that would be the end of the story. But I'm saying that as a result, Keir Starmer lost his post. Yeah, as a result, Keir Starmer lost his post. As a result, Keir Starmer lost his post by banning Kanye West from coming into the UK. God got involved. So this is a message for everybody around the world. Do the right thing or choose the right option, because God speaks for the voiceless. In this case right here, Kanye West is the voiceless, but God intervened and came through. The England Prime Minister had to resign. And God also fights for the powerless. That's my point. You've been watching Yeshua TV UK, and the topic for today has been Keir Starmer, the England Prime Minister, had to resign. My name is Pastor Jimba Alex. Stay blessed.